What's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be about settings, specifically for Warzone. I don't play a lot of multiplayer, but so this is just going to kind of be about the best settings to use in Warzone and what I use. And it's at the end of the day, it's completely a preference, but I'm just going to kind of take you through mine and what I use and what I've kind of learned over the years. It's helped me kind of switch up my play style and my button layout preset and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through mine. So I play on tactical flipped. So instead of shooting with your triggers, your bottom triggers, you're going to actually be shooting with your bumpers. It just feels a lot more normal for me to do because, I mean, naturally my hands like to be up here on the controller anyway. So it just feels a lot more comfortable for me. And you can click your bumper a lot faster than you can click your trigger. So in Warzone, say you don't have a weapon and you come down with a pistol or even fighting in the gulag, you're just going to be able to shoot a lot faster. And it's since I switched to tactical flip, it's helped my aim out a lot too. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's just helped out a lot. So button layout preset, tactical flips. And if you didn't know, tactical is just basically you crouch and prone and slide with your right stick rather than with B. So now my meleeing is B. Stick layout preset default. Invert look disabled. Horizontal stick sensitivity, I play on 6.6. ADS sensitivity, I just leave that at 1. Really in Warzone, you don't want your sensitivity to be overly high. I mean, maybe in multiplayer, if that works for you, go for it. And if it does work for you, keep doing it if you're having good games like that. But Warzone, you're going to be shooting people from a far distance. So you want to be able to control your shot from mid-range. Having a slower sensitivity kind of helps you control that right stick a lot better. My high zoom sensitivity, as far as when I'm shooting snipers and stuff like that, I've messed around with that a little bit. Personally, 1.2 works for me, but that's kind of something you just kind of want to mess around with and see what works best for you. Kind of the sensitivity as well. I mean, I know guys that completely shred on Warzone. They play on 5.5. So, I mean, slower sensitivity is fine, but I play on 6.6. Aim response curve type. So this is interesting. I've messed around with all of them, linear and dynamic. Standard really just works best for me. I've tried it out. Didn't notice a huge difference when I did, or if one much at all. But standard just feels good to me. Yeah, I like standard the most. Controller vibration, I do not play with vibration. I just feel like, if anything, that's a distraction. Some people are really good with playing with vibration. So again, it's back to a preference thing, but I disable my vibration just because I feel like it's a distraction. If anything, like, I want my shot to be as steady as it can possibly be. So if anything, the vibration kind of moves your shot a little bit. So I don't like to mess with it. Aim assist, I play on standard. I've heard people using precision. I don't know many people that play on focusing, but precision I've heard. Standard works best for me. I don't really change much of that. Weapon mount activation, ADS melee. Weapon mount movement exit enabled. Aim down sight behavior hold. Equipment behavior hold. Use and reload behavior, contextual tap. So if you don't know what contextual tap is basically in Warzone where you can pick up things really fast. So instead of having to hold down the pickup button, so if you're on Xbox, instead of having to hold down X to pick up something, then contextual tap, you literally just tap it and it picks it up super fast. Slide behavior is tap. That's just gonna kind of help you. If you know how to slide cancel, it's gonna help you do that. Really just gonna help you move around the map. You'll be sliding around the map and kind of like pop-up sliding. You'll be doing that pretty much all around the map, and it'll help you move around quicker and make a lot better plays when it comes to fighting people. So definitely, it's default, it should be on hold, but if you switch that to tap, it should help out. So basically, when you slide, you literally just tap it. You don't have to hold it down. So auto move forward disabled, automatic sprint disabled. I don't have any of that on. That's preference if you want to have it on. I personally don't have it on. Parachute deploy, auto deploy enabled. Brightness, I play on 48. Film grain, definitely don't have any film grain on. Tooltips enabled. Subtitles disabled. Colorblind disabled. Weapon motion blur, that's another one. You want to disable that too, because you can see right here on the right, it's, if anything, it's just more of a distraction. You can't really see your enemies that well. Weapon motion blur, disable that as well. You want everything to be still. So the mini map shape I keep on square, just because it shows you pretty much a larger amount of the map. And in Warzone, I mean, the map's huge, so any advantage you can get of seeing more of the map is definitely going to help. Mini map rotation enabled. Text chat enabled. Profanity filter enabled. Audio, I play on boost high. Messed around with some of the other stuff. Boost high helps for me. I mean, it's pretty much, you can hear things a lot louder, and footsteps is a big thing in this game. Footsteps are a little iffy sometimes, so playing on boost high has definitely helped me hear footsteps a lot better. Master volume I keep on 60. The game is just so loud. I feel like 60, I've kind of messed around with this too. I feel like 60 is plenty loud enough. Music volume, I keep that down. That way I can hear whenever I'm talking to my homies in chat, stuff like that. Keep that down low. Dialogue volume, I have that on 60. Effects volume, I got that on 100. And want to make sure you can hear all the effects and all that good stuff. Juggernaut music enabled. Hit marker sound effects, classic. Keep it on classic. I mean, it sounds good. I feel like I can hear that I'm hitting my hit markers a lot better on classic, so I leave it on there. Voice chat volume, that's another thing. If you're playing game chat, I have that turned up pretty high just so I can hear those people. And that's pretty much it as far as my settings. So before I finish up this video, I do want to show you guys kind of a key thing and what helps me jump around corners and stuff like that, and what's really helped me take my game to the next level. So as far as my aim goes, I do play with control freaks. It's helped me out a lot. So on my aiming stick right here, I have the taller one, and then right here, the one that I run with. It's just it just feels really comfortable having this one. It doesn't really do too much. I used to not play with this one on here, only the tall one just for my aiming, but this one just helps keep my grip and stuff like that. So I do play with both of them on there, but like I said, the taller one on the right stick just to help you aim. If you have bigger hands, it's going to be easier for your hand to be up here rather than having to reach way down here to move the stick. So it's a lot steadier aim, I guess you could say, using a control freak. If you've never used them, if you want, you can try it out. It'll kind of take a little bit of getting used to, but if you stay persistent with it, you will get used to it, and it will improve your game. I can promise you that. And then on the back, I do play with one paddle on the back. Play with this paddle right here. Pretty much just swap the jump button and put it down here. That's going to help you hit jump shots. It's going to help you jump around corners and challenge people without ever having to take your thumb off of the aiming stick. So literally the only time you'll have to take your thumb off the aiming stick is if you're reloading or if you're going to swap weapons. Other than that, you should never have to take your thumb off of the aiming stick, not even to jump. So that way you can jump around corners and already be pre-aiming that. Yeah, the paddles definitely helped me out, and it has taken my game to the next level. You can get this on Amazon. I think I got this for like 30 bucks, and it does come with two paddles. I took the one on the left off because if anything, if I felt like it got in the way, and I'm the kind of guy I like to like grip my controller. So I wasn't really using the one on the left. So if anything, it was getting more in the way. Yeah, the one on the right's all I use. It's helped me a lot, and I definitely recommend it if you're struggling with playing Call of Duty or really any first-person shooter. It'll definitely help you out. So I hope all these little tips and tricks and sensitivity and stuff like that helps you guys out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.